Carl DiStefano here. Got a tune up here, really a really nice tune. It was written in 1935 by Richard Rodgers and Lorenz Hart for the musical Jumbo. And for some reason it was dropped from that musical and used in the musical On Your Toes in the following year. So the public first heard this song in 1936. You kind of wonder how they could write a song for one musical, drop it, and then put it in another musical, but maybe they changed the lyrics or something, I don't know. But this, I think it was because this song was so good they had to use it somewhere. You know, in all those musicals, there was just a few songs from each one that survived over the years after the musical was no longer produced. Those few great tunes from each one were picked up by musicians, played by jazz, mostly by, you know, if they were picked up by the jazz musicians, then they were a great tune. You know, good musicality, great chord changes, great melody, you know, something really cool about the music of the song. And this was one of those songs. It was recorded by Stan Getz, Chet Baker, Billy Taylor, Hank Jones, and others. Ella Fitzgerald sang it. Sinatra sang it. I'm sure Carmen McRae has a version. Doris Day probably has one, and who knows how many other singers sang it. And you can probably find some current jazz performances of it today on the internet. I learned of the song just recently over the last several years, and I really liked it, and so I worked up an instrumental version, which is difficult for me to play. But I'm going to give it a try, and if I get through that, I'll perform a vocal version so you can hear the lyrics, and so you guitar players can see how the chords lay on the guitar. Anyway, I'm playing it in F. So There's a Small Hotel is the name of it. There's a small hotel with a wishing well. I wish that we were there together. There's a bridal suite, one room bright and neat, complete for us to share together. Looking out the window, you can see a distant steeple, not a sign of people. Who needs people? When the steeple bell says good night, sleep well, we'll thank that small hotel. We'll creep into our little shell, and we'll thank that small hotel. Together, together. Sorry about the rough spots, but it's a tough one.